Hi guys, my name is Akrizi and this is the Movie Critic.
Merry Men 3 is a sequel of the Merry Men franchise by Ayo Makun, popularly known as AY Live. Merry Men is a 2 hours, 11 minutes Nollywood action comedy movie produced by Darlington Abuda and directed by Moses Enwang. It is executively produced by Ayo Makun. It was written by Darlington Abuda, Ayo Makun, and Jeffrey Musa. It stars Ramsey Noah, Segun Arinze, Ayo Makun, Ireti Doyle, Williams Uchemba, and others. Just to mention a few. The Merry Men franchise has been, it has been one to speak volume and command respect among its peers whenever several Nollywood movies have been released. But this Nemesis is kind of an exception. You need to stick around to find out why. But before I delve into the details of this movie review, I implore you guys to subscribe to the channel, as to get more movie reviews and insight into what you probably thought was or wasn't. Also, I'd like to hear your opinions in the comment box below. I honestly had no idea there was a Merry Men 3 out, not until folks, got talking about it on X. I was gassed up to go see the movie before passed because of its past reputation as a movie up to par. Little did I know that it will be a disappointment. Sorry about that word, but I was basically disappointed. Well, let's take a look at the storyline first. Merry Men 3, known as the Nemesis, talks about the comeback of a revengeful Daffy who seeks out for blood due to past unforgivable transgression and betrayal by Ayo, key member of the Merry Men. That was the role played by Ramsey Noah. And he got to Nigeria and discovered his mother died. He seeks out the politicians who could have contributed immensely to the society to save lives, but rather siphon public funds and eliminate them. He proceeded to hunt down the Merry Men and pin his other atrocities on them, while the Merry Men seek ways to clear their name. Truth be told, that was a good storyline, but it was poorly executed. If this was their first movie, I'd say they are just starting and probably give them the benefit of the doubt. But come on, guys, this is 2024, and we've basically seen how top tier the franchise has been over the past couple of years. But this is not it. This is not just it. I was not happy when I saw this movie. 10 minutes into the movie and I am already regretting. This is a waste of 2 hours and 11 minutes, a waste of my data, a waste of my time. There are tons of mistakes and lazy writing in this movie, and the actors used are nothing to write home all about. I am sorry, but I just have to say it as it is. Why rush to make a movie when you are not up to the task? Is this about low budget or lack of sponsors? Or I'm trying to wrap my head around it. Something is definitely wrong somewhere with the entire production. How come Segun Arinze, who was a medical practitioner in Merry Men 1 back in 2018, became an inspector in Merry Men 3? How did you, even if you are now a police officer, an inspector in the space of how many years? Who gave you the promotion? Make it make sense. I am trying to. Oh God, oh my goodness. Now, the first scene was the younger Daffy and Ayo playing. Meanwhile, Ayo was trying to finesse Daffy with a magic trick. Now, the magic trick done there was a big slap on the Nigerian magicians industry. This is a very simple magic trick that could have been done in real life, and it will work out perfectly fine because they choose to do, but these guys choose to do a cut and join for that scene. There are a whole lot of magicians in Nigeria. A whole lot of magicians in Nigeria that could have helped them put in that scene, to make more sense. But they had to do a cut and join for a simple magic trick. That gave me a running stomach. That was a simple magic trick. You don't need a cut and join. You need to make it very, very realistic. Now, one of the most ridiculous things to happen in a movie is when a mic, I think a mic or a monitor, something from the BTS, people behind the scenes showed in the movie. It's one of the things I dislike the most because it speaks on professionalism. At about 10 minutes into the movie, a scene where Daffy and his girl eliminated the other gang members in the United States and took off with the stash. Just by the left low side of the frame, something like a monitor from behind the scene showed in the movie. I know a lot of the viewers might not see it, but probably, they thought it was maybe a car or a vehicle or something else. It has nothing to do with it was behind the scene. It caught my eyes, and I had to pause the movie and circle back just to be sure of what I just saw. Lo and behold, I was right. Ridiculous. Very, very ridiculous. Not professional at all. Also, what was that Ajegule Fast and Furious that they were trying to portray in that movie? I mean, the car chase could have been good if it was perfectly orchestrated and executed with a very good CGI, and good professional, actors and, drifters. Using whites as the cops chasing down the gang members was nonsense. Because they are white doesn't make them professionals. That's just it. Again, we've got drifters from Nigeria, that they could have used to pull that stunt off, and it would be up to standard. But no, that was all they could come up with. I mean, they could have used even white professional guys that know what they are up to, that that they would perform well, and that catches would be so realistic. But no, that was not it. Even the shooting was fake. Everything was so obvious that it was not up to standard. In addition, the shootings were obviously fake. I just said it now. Even the sound of the guns were not convincing. I wasn't sure whether the producer of Merry Men 3 had enough cash to produce the movie, but some scenes just convinced and proved that I was right. We've all seen the party scenes in the recent Merry Men 1 and 2, basically the Merry Men franchise 1 and 2. We've seen how lit they were. We've seen how the Merry Men pull up in luxurious wheels, nice dresses, nice girls, party decorations and good lighting. Reverse is the case in the latest Merry Men. Now, they used an enclosed space for the wedding with good lighting and nice, simple, decoration. But the decoration was not. It was not it. I mean, judging from the parties the Merry Men have had in the past, that was below standard. 3 securities, no buffet for the guests, no live band or DJ to perform for the guests, no event planner, running errands to get things in place as it should be in a standard Yoruba wedding, or an Igbo wedding safe. I mean, it is either the writers were lazy or the director and the producer cut the writers some slack in order to stay on budget. At the wedding also, the bouncers were not professional with their moves when Daffy Strait played on TV. They were acting like they were being attacked physically just there. I mean, a lot of mistakes I could have, I could keep going for days. You all saw the scene where Daffy went to pay a killer visit to one of the Nigerian senators at his home and executed him and his family. Now, as a Nigerian, how realistic was that? We all know the power an average senator holds in Nigeria and how heavily guarded they are. Does the director of the movie want to tell me that a senator lives in such a small exposed compound with just 3 security guards? How possible? Oh my goodness, how possible, for Christ's sake? How possible? You won't see nothing less than a dozen police and security guards with some, sprinkled with some DSS, Secret Service, protecting a senator with several cars. I mean, they could have executed that scene in another way to get the same end product, but oh god, that was poorly executed. Can you tell me the usefulness of a bulletproof? Is it not to prevent bullets from passing through into the body of the user? Now, I wore a bulletproof vest to go meet Daffy in the church where he killed the priest, and Daffy shot about 6 to 8 rounds of bullets right to the left chest with blood coming out, which could only mean death. There is no explanation. You shot someone on the chest where the heart and lungs were located, blood coming out, and you are telling me the person got bulletproof vest on and he didn't die. Now, Merry Men 3 gave me the shock of my life by saying Ayo was only in shock because the bulletproof protected him and it resulted in coma for a few days. The only realistic possibility is that the bullet pierced into his chest to rupture his heart and lungs and he died as a result, which blood was obvious. If you knew he wore a bulletproof vest, they could have taken the shot. They could have taken the shot of the scene by showing Daffy shooting at Ayo, with scene fading off. I mean, by that we won't be able to know where he shot, or if blood was obvious or not. The funniest and dumbest scene was where Amaju, a role played by Omakun, popularly known as AY Live, was where he was trying to abscond from the officers. He left the hotel room through the window wearing the black tees and the black jean trouser, but he was shown to have crossed from his apartment to the other apartment in something that seems to be an all-white dressed thing looking like a robot. I mean, they shouldn't make a fool out of we the viewers for crying out loud. We are not stupid. We are not. Again, Zara walked into the bank to commit and get arrested so she can be sent to prison in order to have access to the Maduka. I won't say much about the ridiculousness in this scene, but I will ask a rhetorical question. Who kept the pistol in the restroom for her to use? And also, were the police waiting for her to show up? Why were the police coming from the stairs and not through the entrance into the bank? Or maybe there was a police station upstairs that we don't know about, because that scene was damn. The director of that movie needs to be wiped an Oraimo cord on his neck. I know you guys would be surprised by all these. I mean, I could keep listing a whole numbers of mistakes for days. I mean, poor CGI for the shootings, explosions of the car used for robbery in the beginning, fire CGI where the money was burnt and where Zara got burnt to. They were obviously fake. The fire scenes were so dull, boring, and ridiculous. See, oh my god. Generally, the movie has a good camera angles, nice drone coverage, nice colors and lighting, good styling. The story is good but poorly executed, with key roles played by unprofessional actors. Rating, I'd give the movie 3 or 4 over 10. 3, 4 over 10. That's it. Overall, this is a good movie to relax. Just don't expect much if you are such a logical person. You might look stupid watching the movie. Check Merryman 3 out in cinema and on Netflix. It is worth the watch. Well, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the post notification bell. Let me hear your thoughts and opinions in the comment box below. Thank you.